Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, I leave them broken from the potent that I'm smoking. Leave them down inside the ocean while they open, and I load them on the track. But I'm back with this. Take a rap, then I'm back to the diss. Alright, bitch, here's a kiss. Kiss my nuts, kiss my dick, kiss my butt. Wait, I don't care, I don't give a fuck about a slut. I just need to take it up a notch. Kill the spot, hold the Glock and put it to your brain and give you one shot.
Hey guys, Dominator666 here. Today I'm going to talk about this new error code that keeps popping up, and everybody and their mother keeps asking me what the hell's going on. Well, if you don't know, Sony has patched our spoofers. So we're unable to get on unless we're on Habib 4.66. So today I'm going to cover how to get there from Dex, as most of the people that keep asking me are on Dex anyway. I'm going to assume that you guys already have your Dex files. Hopefully you were smart enough to keep those. If not, that's a whole nother story and a whole nother video. But I'm going to show you from step to step. And as you can see, I am getting the error code as well. Okay, so let's talk about some of the things we're going to need here. All right. First, you're going to need Habib 4.66 and also the new CCAPI if you plan on using any tools. Both I'll provide links to in the description, as well as, you know what, I'm not going to give any of the other files. I'm just going to pretty much assume that you guys have the V3.7A as well as the Rogero 999 downgrader. If not, you can Google it. You can go right there on Next Gen. They have them there somewhere. But anyway, let's get started. First thing you're going to do is you're going to put your USB in, make a folder named PS3. Inside that folder, update. Inside that, you're going to have your your 999 downgrader by Rogero. Rename it to PS3 updat.pup. Now come back over here. Grab your kex flash norbin file and EID. Now, if anybody knows me, they know that I like to try to do things as safe as possible. So if you don't agree with the way that I'm doing this, well, fuck you, I really don't care. There's many different ways to do this. I'm just going to pick this way for now. It's worked for me. I've done 4 people's consoles over TeamViewer already, and I'm tired of it, hence why I decided to make this video. So, we have our files in our USB device. We are, as always, going to safely eject this. Excuse me, guys, I got a cold. Okay, so now that we're safely ejected, put your USB inside the right port of your PlayStation. Now you're going to go into Rebug Toolbox. And I'm sorry if there's a lag in between like my Elgato here and the way I'm speaking, because I'm seeing it on the screen probably a second or two before you guys. I'm going to try to wait until it comes up on screen in order to start talking. So here we go. You're going to come over here. I'm sorry, I should have mentioned this. I'm on Rebug 4.461 already. Okay, if you're not already there, you're going to need to downgrade and go to a Rebug firmware. This is the only way you're going to swap back to Dex. Swap back from Dex to kex is you have to be on Rebug. So if you're not, downgrade, go to Rebug, and then start following this video from there. Now, the first thing you're going to do is come over here to rewrite target ID in Flash, and you're going to click X. Okay. You're about to change a PS3 region target ID. That's what we want to do. We want to change it from 82 to 84. So we're going to click yes. This operation is dangerous. We already know it is, so we're going to click yes. And now it's going to say that it was successfully changed. We're going to click OK. It automatically changes your region to kex as well, so we don't have to come back in here and swap the LV2. Your system's going to restart now. So now that we're back here, and I hate this because I lost video on my TV. It likes to pull this crap. Just give me 1 second so I can try to fix this. Of course, it's going to tell me not supported. 1 second. I'm going to lose the video here. If it doesn't work, I'm just going to come through and just use it by my Elgato here, which we're going to have a massive lag in, and that's what we're going to have to do. Okay, so we are now kex. So we're going to scroll over here to the left. Go to System Update. Update via storage media. It's going to find the 999 downgrader here. You're going to click OK. I'll probably make another video tomorrow, possibly. I don't want to make any promises. I believe I have a couple units coming in, so I don't know for sure if I'm going to be able to make the video, but if it's possible, I'm going to make the video tomorrow on how to get your kex Norbin file being on Dex, because a lot of people are going to ask me, well, I don't have my files anymore, or the guy never gave them to me, so how do I get from Dex to kex? Okay, and I got video back on my TV. Sony loves to be a pain in our asses, huh? They really think that they're going to beat us, too. That's the hilarious thing. And instead of concentrating on their new next-gen, they're going to sit here and screw with old consoles, which makes no freaking sense to me. I mean, especially since they're only going to be making PS3 games. I believe they said for like another year. So sometime in 2016, you won't see any more new PS3 games from what Sony has said themselves. Well, we'll see though. If you guys can't wait and you want your kex files, I do have a video on how to go from kex to Dex. Really, all you have to do is follow that video, but just reverse the files. So you're on 4.46 Rebug, you export flash to file, which gives you your Dex flash Norbin, okay? And you rename that Norbin file to flashdex.bin. And then you open up your CMD, you type in, first of all, you open your CMD in administrator mode. It has to be administrator mode. Okay, so it will go like this. You go CMD, it'll pop up. You're going to right click it, run it as administrator. Click yes. Figure while I'm waiting, I might as well show you guys. Alright, now you're going to type this. CD space C semicolon / C2D. Okay, enter. Now you're in your C2D folder that you should have in your local disk C, okay? And you put space C2D.exe space EID underscore root, oops, not rot, root underscore key dot bin space. And now if we're going to Dex, we'd be saying flash kex.bin, flash dex.bin. Well, no, it's flash Dex in caps bin space flash kex dot bin, and we want to change the region from 82 to 84 as normally we do. So we're going to go 84 and then enter. Once you do that, it's going to generate inside your C2D folder your kex flash. So hopefully you guys followed that. If not, you just have to wait, or just reverse the flash bin files from the kex to dex swap. That's all you got to do. You're done. Okay, so as you can see, I am on 3.55 for Jero now. Now, for the hell of it, to be safe, I'm going to click toggle QA. Unit is going to beep 3 times, like so. Now it'll pop back up here in a second. Okay, so now come over here to network settings, hover over it. You're going to click all these buttons at the same time, okay, and slowly, okay. L1, L2, R1, R2, down on the D-pad and left analog stick. You're going to push L3, all at the same time. If you do it right, which I didn't do it, it didn't come out right because I'm hitting all the buttons. It's not working. So if you have that problem, come back over to toggle QA, run it one more time. Wait for the beeps. Okay. Shit's annoying as hell when you're trying to do a unit quick, but I'm glad it happens when I'm sitting here doing a video for you guys, because a lot of you guys have this happen. So again, all 4 of those buttons down on the D-pad and L3. Oh, wait a minute. The reason why it's not working for me is because I'm using a controller that's retarded and does not have an L1, L1, R1 button working. So let's switch controllers here and push those again. Now you see you got Eddie Viewer. Just give me 1 second. Let me change my... Oops, I gotta shut the controller off. My bad. Turn off controller. And redo this one. Okay, now that's turned back on. Okay, so now we got this. As I always do, I always come in to Rebug Toolbox as well and make sure that toggle QA is enabled in here as well. As long as it's enabled in both of these places, you'll be able to just do the v3.7a from the XMB. Otherwise, you're going to have to go and do it from the recovery menu. So we know we're not on Rebug, so we're going to click X, come over here, and toggle QA is enabled, as you can see. So now I'm going to back out of here, put our USB back into the computer again, open this, I'm going to delete these 2 files because I got another unit to do after this. Actually, I have 13 units that I have to do this to, which I'm probably not gonna, because I can almost guarantee in like 2-3 days we'll probably be back up and running again on Dex, and then I'll be swapping right back over to Dex again. So let me come over here and look for my firmwares, and we're gonna install the v3.7. Hate it when that does that. Go back in here, delete that. Yes. And then, why is it taking forever? Now we drag the pup over here and let it transfer. Oh, and don't worry, guys. A lot of people keep asking me on Skype too if it's going to affect your game files or anything. It's not going to mess with it at all. All your stuff will still be there. All the same PKGs you had on there to begin with are still going to be there. And I'm going to personally keep the ones that are on here anyway, as you know, it's obviously going to be swapped back over to Dex as soon as we get a spoofer. Now, hopefully, we don't wait for somebody to, you know, to crack the 4.67 or 4.70 update that we're going to get, and we can get a spoofer before then. Okay, so now it's copied over, and again, we safely eject. And I kind of screwed up because I always have 3.7 on this one USB, and I just changed it. Yeah, whatever. Easy enough to put back. Okay, so put it back in the right port of your USB. Let me close this so you guys can see the PS3 here. I don't need these anymore. Okay, so now we're going to go back over to update again. Update via storage media. As you can see, the update's there. Click OK. And let it copy. What I may do too, instead of making a video on how to get your KEX and DEX flash files, I think what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably just going to write out a tutorial in the description. Won't be tonight because it's already almost 3 o'clock in the morning here, but I'm hopefully going to have this uploaded tonight, and then tomorrow I will edit out the description and put the how to get your KEX file from a DEX unit without actually having your files. That way, if none of you guys followed what I said earlier and showed you on the CMD, you'll be able to understand it a little bit better. I also want to talk about something else too while we're installing this. Pretty soon, well, not pretty soon, but I've been thinking a lot, and I've also said this in another video. It was a long video, so I'm sure a lot of you guys didn't get to hear it, but I've been thinking about doing a contest of sorts for 1,000 subscribers. I'm going to either give away a E3 flasher, or I'm going to give away a pre-modded console. Haven't quite figured it out yet. I'm kind of leaning towards the free console, but I'm not sure again. So still got a ways to go. I believe we're at like 330 subscribers, maybe. I'm not sure, but yeah. So look forward to that, and there will be a video once we start getting closer. I'm gonna put out a video on exactly that. I'll probably do like a gameplay video, which I never do. But I'll probably do a gameplay video and talk about the rules and how people are going to be able to win. And obviously what the prize is actually going to be. My wife says that I should just flip a coin and, you know, whatever it is gets that prize. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do. And also, guys, I don't really play PSN, so, you know, please stop asking me for my, you know, gamer tag or whatever. When I do play, and it's rarely, I mostly test. I test each PS3 that I do. I'll play on it for, you know, a few hours. Or really don't play on it for a few hours. I'll play on it for, you know, like a half hour, and then I like usually leave the console running for a while to check the temperature and all that, make sure it's good. Like when I know that a unit's going to actually be going out on a certain day, I'll pretty much run that unit the entire day to make sure that the temperatures are just right and not overheating, and that there's not any other issue with the console. I haven't really been buying broken consoles anymore and repairing them. I was just getting ones that had bad disk drives or, no video. And if they had no video in it, you pulled out the hard drive and I got video, I would sell that unit after replacing the hard drive. But I'm not really doing that anymore. It becomes too time consuming and just a real pain in the ass, so I decided against it. Okay, so we're now on the V3.7. Take your USB out again, put it into your computer. Open up. Update. Delete that update again. Now, a lot of people don't do this. I usually do, but to make this video a shorter one, I'm not gonna do it with this one. I normally would go to 3.55 official firmware and just go from there, but I really, I just want to make this video as quick as possible. And the fact that I'm going to probably be doing this again in the next day or so is, I just don't want to deal with it. So I've already done this. I know it works without going to the OFW. But if you want to take that extra added step, be my guest. Go ahead, throw the official firmware on, and then go into Habib. So we're going to open this up, drag Habib into our update. It's not a firmware I've ever even used. I never liked Habib firmware. Not so much because usage-wise, just because there were so many issues with people bricking their consoles. I don't even understand how the hell they brick their consoles going to Habib in the first place. If you're stupid enough to try to go straight from, Dex freaking Rebug and think that you're just going to go to 4.66, Habib, then you're an idiot, and you should honestly not have your console. And you should just turn around and send it to me and give up on the modding scene, because that's pretty damn stupid. So we've got Habib in here. We are now going to rename our file to capital letters, PS3 updat.pup. Click enter. We're going to safely eject as always, because we don't want to screw with firmwares. And pulling your USB stick out can corrupt the firmware. Doesn't always happen, but it can. And in this shop, we like to do everything as safe as possible. Bring the USB back into the PS3's right port. Go to System Update. And another thing, I probably should have mentioned in the beginning, but I figure most of my subscribers aren't, complete noobs. Some of you are, and there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody starts off as a noob, but make sure that when you're doing these updates, before you even start, eject your disk, because you can brick your console with a disk in there. The PS3, sometimes the Blu-ray will read the firmware that's on the disk, and instead of the USB, and you're just in for a whole lot of bullshit. So let's go to System Update. Update via storage media. Now, I've heard people tell me, oh, well, you should be doing this in recovery menu, blah, blah, blah. Well, you don't have to. I have done it, and you know what? I haven't bricked the console. So you can do this straight from the XMB. You do not have to actually do this from recovery menu. Excuse me. All right. Thankfully, we're almost done here, and I'm not sure what the time is. But maybe we can get a short video for once. Now, my last video, I didn't want to do it this way, but, I was getting so many, questions on how I was doing this, and, oh, I couldn't see it during the video. Well, I wanted to make sure that you guys seen it from the beginning to end on what I do with the console. I mean, you didn't get to see the whole thing because I clean off the board, but I did explain, how to clean off the motherboard safely. You don't want to soak Q-tips with alcohol and put them on the board because they can get under the chip and actually mess it up. So you always want to dab off the excess alcohol if that's what you're using. I personally use Arc to Clean. Uh, Great product. It's kind of on the expensive side for little tubes, but I was able to find a guy on eBay who was selling them pretty much dirt cheap, and I got two of each for the price of one of each, so I had to go with it. Oh God. I'm looking over here on my shelf and looking at all these PS3s and thinking to myself, I really do not want to switch them all. Hopefully I don't sell too many in the next, few days. Hopefully we'll have a freaking spoofer and be able to get back on a Dex, because I hate Kex. And I don't particularly want to play on Habib. Okay. Think too, I have had some people asking me about how to copy games to Multiman. That'll be another video. I'm probably gonna do. I might do it right after this one. I'm not sure, because I still gotta upload it to YouTube. So I might stay up waiting for it to upload, and in the process, I'll probably do the video on how to copy your games to Multiman and play them successfully, because a lot of people will copy the games to Multiman. They figured out how to do it, but end up getting black screened or whatever. So even though I tell them to highlight BD mirror and internal and then click permissions, but they don't seem to understand it most of the time. Then again, I see a lot of my demographics are from like other countries, so it's probably, the English isn't their first language, so it's a little more difficult for them to understand. And I'm so rambling. I'm sorry about this, guys. I'm tired as hell. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. And I know I've got like another hour's worth of work ahead of me here that I'm not looking forward to. Oh, man. And we're about to have another storm here, and my back is killing me. I hate the fact that I have a broken back, because it makes life so difficult to get around and move. Okay, so here we go. We're now on 4.66 Habib firmware. Now this unit particularly I don't really care about, because it's my kid's unit. But as you can see, I'm going to sign right in, and I'm online. So that's all you got to do, guys. Just follow the tutorial, and you should be fine. Links will be in the description to where you can get the firmware, as well as CCAPI 2.60 Rev, because you guys got to install that. I am not going to install it here on this PC here, because like I said, I'm probably not going to be playing on this firmware at all. But I don't know, if there's nothing done by Friday or Saturday, I'll probably install it anyway. But you will need to install the new CCAPI on both your PlayStation as well as your computer, and you're good to go. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Favorite the video so that we can grow some more and get that contest rolling. I'd love to give one of these away to one of you lucky subscribers. So basically the rules are going to be that you're going to have to be a subscriber, you're going to have to comment on the video, as well as like the video, and I'm not sure if I can see, but I believe you can see if somebody favorites your video, so we'll probably do that too. Have a good one, guys. See you in the next video.